Well, we've got some breaking inputs which are coming in where just days after Indian journalist Gauri Lankesh's brutal murder, the Karnataka government has announced a reward of 10 lakh rupees for any information on the absconding killers. The Karnataka Home Minister Ramalinga Reddy has announced the reward after noted journalist Gauri Lankesh was gunned down in front of her residence on Tuesday evening. Meanwhile, the special investigation team that has been set up to find the killers of the journalist Gauri Lankesh have asked the public to share any information that they might have to help solve the crime. And for more on this, we have got my colleague Nishchita Virendra who joins us from Bengaluru. Nishchita, this is an interesting bit of a development. Ramalinga Reddy has in fact announced a reward of 10 lakh rupees for anyone with information that could lead to the killers. What more information have we got on this?
That's right. The government seems to be under extreme pressure in view of the hype surrounding Gauri Lankesh's murder. It is also turning out to a political slugfest. So in view of the same, Home Minister Ramalinga Reddy has urged for the police department to find the killers at the earliest. Also to add more ammunition to the same, they have announced a bounty of 10 lakh rupees for anyone who gives any information on Gauri Lankesh. Let's not forget that these are killers who are believed to have premeditated this act of crime, and hence they have they believe that they have followed Gauri Lankesh all through from her office, or they have carried out a recce around her house area, tried to assess what time she comes home, what time the entire locality is deserted. So there might be eyewitnesses that they don't know about, is what the police are expecting. Also, in view of the extreme pressure around this case, the Home Minister has absolutely wasted no time in announcing the bounty.
And also considering the fact that the murder took place on the evening of Tuesday, well, it's Friday afternoon now, and there is very little headway that has been made. Now, some would in fact turn around and say that the bounty that has been announced is effectively showing the helplessness of the government, when now they are announcing a bounty by saying, look, we don't have the information. If you have it, which can lead to the killers, then please give it to us and take this reward.
Well, it is what the investigating authorities have maintained so far after repeated queries from WION and other media is that the investigations are at a very nascent stage, and hence they cannot divulge more information as to what they have found. So while on one hand they are exploring largely the CCTV angle, not just the two cameras that have been fixed in her house, but are also trying to get all the videos that they can possibly manage to get along the 8-kilometer route from her office in Basavangudi to her house. And they're also interacting with everyone that Gauri Lankesh had spoken to in the last few days of her existence. So they have taken her phone, they've accessed her call records, and they're trying to interact with her family members and friends and any other such colleagues who she could have expressed some sort of a concern to, because even Kavita Lankesh, her sister, went on record to say that in passing Gauri Lankesh had mentioned that there were a few miscreants who were lurking around her house, but she did not really treat it as a threat. So the police are trying to explore the relatives, friends angle if something has slipped between the cracks. And we understand that on the other hand, yes, certainly in the backdrop of growing pressure, the government seems to be feeling helpless. Also, they are tackling the political slugfest that is happening, and the Home Minister seems to have taken this step of announcing the bounty.
Right, Nishchita, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed for joining with all those details from Bengaluru. We'll of course keep coming back to you as the story unfolds.